the ring, on top of the ring, behind. Now look at this reality, how it's made. Check it out. See, look, cylindrical object, look, the same one, ghostly, like that one from the smoke and fire in California. Look, that's the reality, the fabric of this reality is that. See all those columns, and they're wavy. And look how distorted this object is. It's not even a cylindrical or round, it's some weird ass shape. Look at this one. But see, you see this is how space is, how this reality is made. That's the tissue that holds everything. It's translucent and it has that geometry of hands. See the columns up and down, side to side. It's organized. This is not a random anything. It's not like one thing here, another there. This is organized. And all, what these are is all the same geometry, hands like this, in columns. And then it goes this way, it matches like this, straight, up and down. See how you can see that it's perfect. It's mathematical perfection. There is no a mistake. And that thing makes faces, eyes, illusions. It creates illusions. This is incredible, man. People, nobody is studying any of this. I guess I'm alone in this bull crap. Nobody wants to fool with this. Mike Bear and Richard Hoagland and all these people, all the UFO and the aliens. And look, pal, this shit has nothing to do with that. This is celestial. This is who created us and control, and everything is made from this. It's like we are clumps of this. We are the solid parts of that geometry. That's what I think we are. I mean, this picture, you can find it in the Soho stereo images, the exact same thing. I have posted, I don't know how many videos showing the same thing. It's just that 3 years ago is when I discovered what this shape was, a shape of hands. Before that, I didn't know. I thought it was some kind of demonic crap and you know, aliens and nah. That had nothing to do with none of that. This is who created us, his signature. Look, right there, you can see. Look. You can see fingers, look, like that. And then another one, and another one, look, in every which way. Look, and you can usually see it's the finger. You don't see the full hand because it's three-dimensional. It's almost impossible to find one single hand showing how it is made. You'll be lucky if you find one because it's overlap, it's in front, behind, next, on top, on the knee, next to each other. It's three-dimensional, it's difficult. But you find one, if you keep looking for it, you will find it. This geometrical pattern is that of hands. Trillions and trillions and trillions. Tiny, medium, large, they form enormous one with this. I mean, one is like a building block. Now, this object, I don't know how to describe that shape. That's just undescribable. This shit is just undescribable. It looks like a, I don't know. There's no name for that. But I'm telling you that, and these are the spheres, and not only the spheres, they look like teardrops. They have different shapes. Some are rectangular, some are square. Well, most of them, no, almost all of them are fingernails from those fingers. Look, right there. They're usually the tip of a finger, and that's the fingernail shining like that. And then you see the next one, and then you see the, I mean, it's difficult to find the one of them alone. Look, they come from every direction because they're three-dimensional, but they match each other. I mean, you don't find an imperfection anywhere. That's what I say, only a God can create something like that perfect and that incredible. But it's all made with hands. That's what blows my mind. Say, wow, man, how in the heck, look, there's a hand like this, look. But that makes another one, and this is another one, and that, wow, it's so many in so many directions and come from behind, on the top, underneath. It just blows your mind, man. That one right there, this one right here, let me show you what that is. You have to know what that is to be able to, then you see it everywhere. It's the same thing. This is a hand like this. Look, this is a hand like this. Always holding something. See like grabbing something. Always doing that, always. Sometimes the hand is like that, sometimes it's like this, sometimes it's like that, or like this, or like this. Those are the 4 or 5 positions that you find those hands everywhere on moon, planet, comet, asteroid, you name it. You will find that every freaking where. But see, it's organized. It's in columns, vertical. But if you study the image, you see that they match diagonal, vertical, horizontal, you name it. Side to side, up and down. And that's the fabric of this reality. And nobody is looking into this. This is sad, man. This is really sad. And those are energetic things that transmit that energy, that control this system, this reality we are in. That's all I can surmise. I mean, that's as far as I can go. You cannot duplicate this anywhere. There's no laboratory in this world that can duplicate that. Because it's already there. This is what we are made of. That. We just clump of that and spirits in a vessel. Exactly like they say in religions and shit. But for God or whoever created this, there is no such a thing as religion. It's who you are. You're a correct human. That's what he cares. He doesn't care that you believe in Jesus or don't. It's who you are at this moment. And from this moment on, that's what counts for this reality, this thing that created us, this consciousness. And we call it God or whatever. See, you see the spherical deals, they're all over the place. That's the constant in every image that I found. That's the constant. Look at the wavy deal, look. See how the wavy deal is like that? That's that geometry. It's that translucent tissue type thing. Like the tissue that holds the organs in our body. They call it tegument tissue. That's what that is. That's what holds all the planets and moons and solar system and nebulas and everything. Is made out of this energetic deal. Ringmakers of Saturn. See, look at that cylindrical object right there. It's about 250,000 miles large. Well, that one is 150,000 miles or 100,000 miles, something that incredibly large. Because that's the whole ring system, one of the rings. And I think it's like 10 Earths across that ring right there. And that's the Enki gap right here in the middle of the ring, the two rings. That's the Enki gap. And now look at this object right there. Look, that's one of the cylindrical, the EMV, electromagnetic vehicles. That's the one, that's exactly like the one that came out of that smoke and fire in California. It's one like that. But this one right here is in the rings of Saturn. That sucker is about 100,000 miles large. And probably a bunch of thousands of miles thick. But if you look at what is made, that geometry, is a damn hands everywhere. It looks smooth, but look at the back side. Look at that right there. It's because that is made out of that, the same thing that we are all made out of, that geometry. Just people just cannot, they just cannot go there. See all these geometrical patterns in the background. You see that drove me crazy for many years. I couldn't understand what that was. But then you see spherical things right here, another one here, everywhere. Well, those are transceivers. They receive and transmit energy. I don't know what, if it's electromagnetic or that and something else too, probably that, or a celestial energy that we just don't know shit about. But this is the same cylindrical deal that I saw in blowing a transformer, and it was the one, the fire in California, the one that flew in front of the drones in Utah, Spain, Puerto Rico, and here in California. That's the deal. This is what rules the instruments of creation, the tools of creation. Electromagnetic vehicles. That's why they try to poison Dr. Bergen, because military-industrial complex don't want people to know this truth. This has nothing to do with aliens. That shit's controlled by God or the consciousness, whatever.